Men over 60, never eat these 3 vegetables, they could be hurting your testosterone. If you are a man over 60, you have likely been advised by doctors, nutritionists, or health magazines to eat more vegetables to protect your heart, maintain a healthy weight, and support overall well-being. While this advice sounds reasonable, it is not the full story. Vegetables are essential for good health, but not all vegetables are equally beneficial for aging men, especially when it comes to testosterone production and prostate health. The truth is that some vegetables, despite being labeled heart-healthy or superfoods, can quietly sabotage your hormonal balance. They may lower your testosterone levels, increase estrogen activity, and worsen inflammation, which directly affects your energy levels, libido, and sexual performance. For men over 60, who are already experiencing natural hormonal decline, the wrong dietary choices can accelerate these age-related changes. In this Senior Vitality Guide, Dr. Marcus Wells, a urologist and men's health specialist with over 3 decades of clinical experience, explains why certain vegetables should be limited or avoided by men over 60 and which vegetables can actually help you restore your vitality naturally. Why men over 60 need to be selective about vegetables. After age 60, your body undergoes significant hormonal shifts. Testosterone levels naturally decline by about 1% per year after midlife, while estrogen levels can rise, especially if you carry extra abdominal fat or consume foods that mimic estrogen in the body. This imbalance affects energy levels. Low testosterone and increased estrogen contribute to constant fatigue. Stiffened arteries reduce blood flow to vital organs, including the penis. Chronic inflammation and hormonal changes may worsen prostate enlargement, leading to urinary problems. Sexual vitality, reduced libido, weaker erections, and loss of confidence are common consequences. Unfortunately, the standard "eat more vegetables" advice does not account for how specific plant compounds can influence male hormones. Certain vegetables are rich in estrogen-like substances, inflammatory fats, or mineral-binding compounds that can make these age-related problems worse. The hidden danger in healthy vegetables. Men often proudly report eating large salads, green smoothies, or plant-based substitutes in an effort to stay healthy. However, as Dr. Wells emphasizes, the type and preparation of these vegetables matter just as much as the quantity. Some seemingly healthy plant-based foods can mimic estrogen activity in the male body, promote chronic inflammation, damaging blood vessels, block the absorption of critical minerals like zinc, essential for testosterone production. For men in their 60s, 70s, and beyond, the impact can be dramatic. Low energy, decreased libido, poor circulation, and declining confidence. 3 common vegetables that may lower testosterone. Dr. Wells identifies 3 vegetables and plant-based foods that are commonly included in healthy diets but can negatively impact men's hormonal health if consumed in the wrong amounts or forms. Soy products, tofu, soy milk, and processed snacks with soy protein contain phytoestrogens, plant compounds that mimic estrogen. In aging men, this can accelerate the natural testosterone decline and reduce sexual vitality. Processed corn products, corn oil, corn syrup, and corn-based margarine are high in omega-6 fatty acids, which promote inflammation and reduce nitric oxide production, impairing blood flow. Raw spinach, in excess, large quantities of raw spinach are high in oxalates, which bind to zinc and prevent absorption. Zinc is crucial for testosterone production and prostate health. These vegetables are not inherently bad, but their impact depends on how often and in what form you consume them. You can restore vitality naturally. Avoiding or modifying these 3 foods is the first step. The next step is to intentionally add vegetables that support male hormones, circulation, and prostate health. Wells' top recommendations for men over 60, as they enhance nitric oxide production, balance estrogen, and protect testosterone from conversion into inactive forms. With the right dietary approach, you can improve energy, restore confidence, and protect your prostate health, naturally, without relying on pills or hormone replacement therapy. Soy has been marketed as a healthier alternative to red meat, especially for heart health. Tofu, soy milk, and edamame often appear on lists of heart-friendly and cholesterol-lowering foods. But what many men over 60 don't realize is that soy can have unintended hormonal consequences that directly affect energy function and overall vitality. Soy is rich in phytoestrogens, plant-derived compounds that closely mimic estrogen in the human body. While these compounds are harmless in small amounts for most people, they can interfere with a man's natural hormonal balance, especially later in life. As men age, testosterone production naturally declines. This decline is part of the normal aging process, but when additional estrogen-like substances enter the body through diet, it pushes the balance even further toward estrogen dominance. Phytoestrogens can bind to estrogen receptors, signaling the body to produce less testosterone. Testosterone is essential for muscle mass and energy production. Lower levels leave many men feeling chronically tired and weaker. Testosterone drives sexual desire and performance. Men with elevated estrogen often report waning erections, decreased sensitivity, and loss of confidence in intimate situations. An unfavorable estrogen to testosterone ratio encourages fat accumulation, especially around the midsection, which further suppresses testosterone by increasing aromatase activity, the enzyme that converts testosterone into estrogen. Even if you don't drink soy milk or eat tofu, soy often sneaks into the diet through processed and packaged foods, protein bars and shakes, meal replacement powders, processed sauces and salad dressings, packaged healthy snacks, many plant-based meat substitutes. Soy is inexpensive and used widely in the food industry as a filler or protein booster, so men often consume far more of it than they realize. Men over 60 should aim to limit or completely avoid soy-based products, especially if they are already experiencing symptoms of low testosterone, fatigue, or reduced sexual performance. Wild-caught salmon and fatty fish, rich in omega-3s that reduce inflammation and support vascular health. Pasture-raised poultry, a lean, clean source of protein without added hormones. Grass-fed beef, provides zinc and creatine, both critical for testosterone production and muscle maintenance. Organic eggs, contain healthy fats, choline, and essential amino acids that support hormone production. If you're buying packaged foods, always read labels carefully. Look for ingredients like soy protein isolate, soy lecithin, or soybean oil, and choose alternatives without them. Processed corn and corn oils, the hidden inflammation trigger for men over 60. When it comes to maintaining energy, circulation, and testosterone levels after 60, inflammation is one of your greatest enemies. And one of the biggest dietary contributors to chronic inflammation in older men isn't sugar or even red meat, it's processed corn and corn oils. Let's be clear, fresh corn on the cob, especially when eaten occasionally in its natural state, is not the problem. The real issue is the industrialized corn products that have infiltrated nearly every processed food in the modern American diet. Corn oil, commonly labeled as vegetable oil on ingredient lists. Corn syrup and high fructose corn syrup. Corn starch and other corn-based fillers in packaged foods. These products are cheap, heavily processed, and widely used in salad dressings, baked goods, fried foods, margarine, and even so-called health snacks. Why processed corn products are so harmful for men over 60? The problem lies in their very high omega-6 fatty acid content. While omega-6 fats are not inherently bad, consuming them in excess, especially when your omega-3 intake is too low, throws off the critical omega-6 to omega-3 balance in your body. For optimal health, humans need roughly a 1, but the typical American diet today averages 15:1 or even 20:1, and processed corn products are a major reason for this imbalance. This skewed ratio drives chronic low-grade inflammation, which slowly damages your body over time. For men over 60, the consequences can be serious. Damage to arterial wall. Inflammation irritates the endothelium, the delicate lining of your arteries. Healthy arteries produce nitric oxide, which relaxes and widens blood vessels for optimal circulation. When inflammation damages the endothelium, nitric oxide levels drop. Stiffened blood vessels, with reduced nitric oxide and persistent inflammation, arteries become less flexible, making it harder for blood to flow freely. Compromised blood flow to vital organs, including the penis. Poor circulation contributes to erectile dysfunction, lower energy, and even cognitive decline. Chronic inflammation is also associated with enlarged prostate, joint pain, fatigue, and faster aging, issues that become more pronounced after 60. Action plan for better hormonal and vascular health. If you want to protect your testosterone, circulation, and vitality, eliminating processed corn products is one of the simplest yet most powerful dietary changes you can make. What to avoid? Foods fried in vegetable oil, which often contains corn oil. Packaged snacks, chips, and baked goods. Margarine and processed spreads. Any food with corn syrup or high fructose corn syrup on the label. What to eat instead? Focus on increasing your omega-3 intake to counterbalance years of omega-6 overload. Include foods like fatty fish, sardines, mackerel, wild-caught salmon, nuts and seeds, walnuts, flaxseed, chia seeds, high-quality fish oil or krill oil supplements. Replacing corn-based oils with extra virgin olive oil or avocado oil for cooking is also an excellent choice for men over 60 who want to reduce inflammation and support heart and prostate health. The bottom line: for men striving to maintain strong circulation, healthy testosterone levels, and overall vitality well into their 60s and beyond, processed corn and corn oils are silent saboteurs. By removing them from your daily diet and increasing your omega-3 intake, you can dramatically reduce systemic inflammation, protect your arteries, and restore better blood flow, vital for both heart health and sexual performance. Raw spinach in excess, the hidden zinc blocker. Spinach has earned its reputation as one of the healthiest vegetables, packed with magnesium, iron, and antioxidants that support heart health and overall vitality. However, for men over 60 who rely on large amounts of raw spinach, especially in daily green smoothies, there's an overlooked downside. Raw spinach contains high levels of oxalates, naturally occurring compounds that bind to minerals in your digestive tract. When oxalates attach to minerals such as zinc, calcium, or magnesium, these nutrients pass through your system instead of being absorbed. For younger individuals, this might not pose a significant issue, but for older men, the consequences can be substantial. Zinc, in particular, is critical for testosterone production, prostate health, and sexual function. Even if you're eating zinc-rich foods like shellfish, beef, or pumpkin seeds, excessive raw spinach can block its absorption, leaving you with suboptimal levels. Why zinc matters so much after 60. Supports testosterone production. Zinc is a cofactor for enzymes that stimulate testosterone synthesis. Low zinc levels directly correlate with reduced testosterone output, which can lead to fatigue, loss of muscle mass, and diminished libido. Protects prostate health. Zinc accumulates in high concentrations in the prostate gland, where it helps regulate cell growth and inflammation. Chronic zinc deficiency has been linked to enlarged prostate and prostate dysfunction. Enhances immune and sexual health. Zinc plays a role in sperm production, wound healing, and immune defense, all crucial for maintaining vitality as you age. How to eat spinach without losing its benefits. You don't need to eliminate spinach altogether. It remains a nutrient powerhouse when prepared correctly. The key is how you cook it. Lightly steam or sauté spinach. Just a few minutes of heat dramatically lowers its oxalate content, allowing zinc and other minerals to remain available for absorption. Pair with zinc-rich foods. A spinach and egg scramble or sautéed spinach with grass-fed beef or oysters can boost mineral intake. Limit raw spinach. Swap daily raw spinach blends for cooked spinach dishes several times a week. By making this small change, many men notice gradual improvements in energy, mood, and sexual health as zinc levels normalize. The 3 testosterone-boosting vegetables men over 60 should be eating. Now that you know how to handle spinach properly, let's focus on 3 vegetables that actively support testosterone production, circulation, and overall vitality. Beets, the natural circulation enhancer. Beets are among the best natural sources of dietary nitrates, which your body converts into nitric oxide. NO relaxes and widens blood vessels, improving circulation and oxygen delivery. Better circulation means more nutrients and oxygen reaching muscles, the heart, and sexual organs. For men over 60 struggling with low energy, cold extremities, or erectile challenges, beets can be a game changer. Best way to eat beets. Fresh, raw grated beets in salads. Lightly roasted or steamed beets to preserve nitrates. Avoid pickled or canned beets. Heat and brining reduce nitrate content and add excess sodium. 2. Broccoli, the hormone balancer. Broccoli is a nutritional powerhouse, especially for men concerned about hormone balance. It's rich in sulforaphane, a compound that supports liver detoxification, reduces inflammation, and helps the body metabolize and eliminate excess estrogen. As men age, testosterone naturally declines, and estrogen tends to rise, a hormonal shift that contributes to belly fat, prostate issues, and lower libido. Broccoli helps restore a healthier testosterone to estrogen ratio. Best way to eat broccoli. Steam lightly for 3 to 4 minutes to preserve sulforaphane. Eat raw with a healthy dip like hummus or guacamole. Avoid microwaving or overcooking. It destroys sulforaphane's potency. White button mushrooms contain natural aromatase inhibitors. Aromatase is the enzyme that converts testosterone into estrogen, and its activity increases with age and abdominal fat. By blocking aromatase, mushrooms help preserve the free, active testosterone you already produce. More free testosterone translates into stronger muscles, sharper mental focus, higher libido, and improved mood, all essential for aging well. Best way to eat mushrooms. Sauté lightly with olive oil and garlic a few times per week. Add to omelets, soups, or stir-fries. Combine with zinc-rich foods to enhance overall hormonal support. Bonus tip, don't overlook boron, the forgotten mineral for testosterone support. When it comes to men's health, zinc and magnesium usually dominate the conversation. But there's another powerful nutrient that often gets ignored, boron. For men over 60 who want to maintain strength, energy, and sexual vitality, boron can make a noticeable difference. Why boron matters for men over 60? Boron plays a unique role in regulating testosterone availability. It works by lowering levels of sex hormone-binding globulin, a protein in your blood that binds to testosterone and makes it inactive. Think of SHBG as a lockbox that stores testosterone, keeping it out of reach for your muscles, brain, and reproductive system. Even if your total testosterone levels look normal on paper, high SHBG can leave you feeling tired, mentally foggy, and with a lower sex drive because very little testosterone is actually available to your tissues. By reducing SHBG, boron helps increase free testosterone, which is the active form your body uses to build muscle, maintain energy, support mental clarity, and fuel a healthy libido. Top boron-rich foods for senior men. Men over 60 don't need expensive supplements to get enough boron. Simple, everyday foods can do the job. A nutrient-dense superfood that supports hormone balance and provides healthy fats for heart and prostate health. A concentrated source of boron that is easy to add to breakfast or yogurt. Naturally sweet, rich in boron and minerals, and perfect as an afternoon snack for quick energy. Known for supporting bone health, prunes also deliver a solid dose of boron, helping older men maintain strength and vitality. Easy ways to add boron to your diet. Sprinkle a handful of raisins or chopped dates over your morning oatmeal. Add sliced avocado to your eggs or salads for lunch. Snack on prunes or dates in the afternoon instead of processed sweets. These small, consistent dietary habits can help optimize your hormone balance, keeping more testosterone free and active where your body needs it most. Boron might not be as famous as zinc or magnesium, but for men over 60, it can be the missing link to better energy, stronger bones, improved mental focus, and a healthier sex drive. Reclaiming your strength, energy, and confidence after 60. If you are a man over 60, aging does not have to mean losing your strength, your drive, or your masculinity. Too many men are unknowingly sabotaging their health with so-called healthy food choices. They are doing what they've been told for years, replacing red meat with soy, swapping butter for corn-based margarine, loading up on raw spinach smoothies, and yet they feel more tired, weaker, and less like themselves with every passing year. The truth is simple but powerful: the wrong foods, even healthy ones, can quietly disrupt your hormones, stiffen your arteries, and rob you of the energy and vitality that make you feel alive. But the good news is just as simple: your body can bounce back quickly when you feed it the right way. Start by removing the hidden saboteurs. Cut out soy, which floods your body with estrogen-like compounds at a time when you need every bit of testosterone you can hold on to. Avoid processed corn oils and corn syrup, which fuel chronic inflammation and restrict blood flow where it matters most. And if you're drinking daily green smoothies, rethink that habit. Large amounts of raw spinach can bind to zinc, leaving you without the very mineral your prostate and testosterone depend on. And build your meals around vegetables that work with your body, not against it. Beets improve circulation by increasing nitric oxide, opening your blood vessels and restoring strong, healthy blood flow. Broccoli helps detox excess estrogen, supporting the testosterone to estrogen balance that keeps you lean, sharp, and energetic. White button mushrooms protect your existing testosterone by blocking aromatase, the enzyme that steals testosterone and turns it into estrogen as you age. These are not gimmicks. There are no pills, powders, or quick fixes involved. Just smart, science-backed food choices that directly influence your hormones, your circulation, and your confidence. The changes can happen faster than you think. Many of my patients notice stronger morning energy, improved focus, and better performance in just a few weeks. Here's the truth every man over 60 needs to hear. You are not losing your masculinity because you're getting older. You are losing it because no one taught you how to eat for a man's body after 60. But you can change that starting today. Every bite you take is either feeding your vitality or slowly draining it. Make the right choice. Ditch the foods that weaken you and embrace the ones that rebuild you. Your strength, your clarity, and yes, your confidence can return. Aging doesn't have to mean slowing down. With the right foods on your plate, you can stay strong, capable, and fully alive, at 60, 70, and well beyond. Because getting older is inevitable, but losing your manhood is not.